Hi beautiful people, it's yet another episode of the Dubai Experiences. On today's episode, we have this amazing lady. She's been in the UAE for over 7 years. We had an amazing conversation. She told me her ups, her downs, as well as dishing out important advice to her West African brothers and sisters. In the course of this episode, I came to understand that life happens to everybody. But most importantly, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. It's your girl Naomi T from the City of Light, the City of Blinks, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your screen. We'll be right back after the intro. On today's episode, we have Miss Prudence, and she has something juicy to tell us. So just stay glued to your screens. She's been in the UAE for 7 years. She's had her ups, she's had her downs, and she could tell me to my face today that she is successful. She is here to inspire someone out there, you who is watching me. Stay glued to your screen and listen to what she has to say. As we normally do, I'll be asking her some random questions, and she's going to be giving me her sincere responses. So Miss Prudence, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Mom. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay. I really want to thank you because I know for sure that your schedule is a very busy one. For how many times you've rescheduled and rescheduled for you to be here. And finally, she's here. So I really want to thank you. So normally, we'll be asking you some questions and you'll just be giving me your responses.
Okay.
So on the first question, why did you leave your country?
I need to take a deep breath for that.
Yeah.
It was not a decision that was planned for a long time.
Okay.
I was somebody, I always believed like I'm going to make it in Cameroon, I'm going to do well, you know, if I'm comfortable in my country.
Okay.
No, like I love to be in the country. But it wasn't just going. After my degree, I said, let me enroll into the masters. And I saw how other people were it was taking a lot of their time, you know, not getting anything done. It's just like you're in school and your parents are really not taking care of you that way. You're not in level 1, you understand?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine, let me move out and look for something to do. So I was in Yaoundé doing, you know, I started doing like insurance, doing handwork. I learned some stuff. But it was just not moving. I'm like, I'm doing all these things, but at the end of the month, I can't even pay for my bills. So I said, no. So I was like, okay, let me move to Thailand. Oh, okay. Originally, I was thinking about that. Then I asked a friend, he gave me a bill. I was like, no, I don't have this amount. So one day, I went to a wedding. That was one of my best friend's wedding, my sister, So after the wedding, I was the one doing the organization and everything. So after that, the husband just called me. The husband was from UK. Okay. So he came and said, I really love your bond, but now that I'm taking your friend away, how are you going to stay in this country? I was like, it's going to be hard though, but what to do? I'll be here. So he said, okay, I have some friends in Dubai. I don't know if you have ever planned or you've heard about Dubai. I was like, yeah, my mom used to talk about Dubai. In fact, I used to go for vacation, but I've never been to Dubai. I don't know somebody can go to Dubai to hustle. I know people go for vacation. You know, people go to just relax, not to go and work. He said, no, there are people there who are actually working. Okay. I said, okay, fine. In that case, no issues. I would love to go. Okay. He said, okay, no issues. Then he traveled back. And just like 5 days after, he sent me a visa. Okay. I was shocked. And I was like, we talked about this, yes, but I know that is something we are going to plan. Oh, probably, and you go to, maybe you're going to go for multiple embassy appearances and so on and so forth. I was literally shaking when he sent that visa. I told my sister, your husband sent the visa. He said, yes, that was a surprise we all had for you. I was like, okay, so how do we do it? When do we start? Because he sent the visa with the ticket. Okay.
That was great.
Yes, he sent me the visa with the ticket. Before I could even say, he said, I don't care. If you don't have money, no problem. If you have money, no issues. I want you to go to Dubai. There is a friend of mine that will guide you and all of that. I said, okay, no issues. So I just prepared within 5 days. I had to just pack up my things, sold some of my clothes, sold some of my, in fact, I sold a lot of things, my house equipment and all of that. And then I came to Dubai. Now, before leaving, he was like, that place is a ghetto. Where you're going to live, it's kind of ghetto. Would you watch American movies? Would you hear ghetto? Would you see ghetto? So I was like, okay, it's ghetto, of course. Ghetto, I know
You're
about
from
ghetto.
the ghetto, actually, so.
I don't know the kind of ghetto they're talking about. I don't know the kind of ghetto they're talking about. So I said, no issues. I'm game. I'm in. I'm a hustler, you know.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
Yeah, so that was it. And I found myself in Dubai.
All right. So on the next question, when you arrived, was the look of things, the weather condition, the accommodation and the environment was the same as they told you?
Not at all.
First and foremost, let me ask you, did you make any, okay, your sister's husband or your best friend's husband made the visa for you and just told you about Dubai and you were just going with what he told you? Did you really make like any research to know?
No, I didn't. I didn't. When I called my mom, my mom was like, you can't go there. You understand? I've heard that ladies that go there, young ladies that go there, they do, but
yeah. I understand.
you understand?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know if we cannot say that on TV.
They do prostitution, yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say. Like
that's the tag many of us
that's the tag people are like when you come to UAE, you're coming to do prostitution.
As a lady, yeah.
So I told my mom, no, I don't think that Nash will do this. So she said, okay, anyways, you have the ticket to and fro. So if you go there and it's not what you think it is, then you can come back.
Okay.
So I really did not like do research to check like what. So I didn't.
Okay.
I did not.
So when you arrived, how was the look of things, the weather and everything?
For the weather, yeah, they told me it was hot, but the hot was not the way I expected. When they talk of hot, I'm thinking like it's Douala hot.
Okay.
But the Dubai hot is hot.
Then what about the accommodation and the environment?
The accommodation is one thing that till today, every day when I talk about that story, I get emotional. When we got there, we got to the look. The environment was clean outside, you know, the villas and everything that was around Jumeirah. So we went. Oh,
that was around Jumeirah, not the normal Abu Hill.
Not Abu Hill.
Okay, all right. Then but you have a good story.
But it was still a bad space.
Of course, it has to be for many starters, especially from West Africa.
Exactly.
So it has to be.
Yeah.
But I'm just asking, like, you did not really go to the Abu Hill, center, the epicenter.
I will tell you something about that Abu Hill. Just when I came, we went there, and he told me, don't speak, please, just
sit quiet.
Sit quiet. People are still sleeping and all of that. I just sat on the chair. I was not myself. You know, in a new environment, you're seeing things. I just sat there, and then at morning time, people got up, and then they would take the showers, and then they all went out. Yeah. I just stood there. I was not sleeping. I was just there. And then later now, he came and said, the person that is supposed to leave before you can have a bed is still around. So you're going to manage this bed with me. And when the person leaves, then you have a bed to stay. I'm looking at the bed. It's not even okay for one person.
It's 8 springs. Yeah.
My sister. I was like, okay, no issues. Now they shock this at their bush. I said, okay, no issues. So now, for me, like, I don't even sleep close to, I don't like anybody touching me when I'm sleeping, except maybe, you know, but, so I'm here looking at the bed that is small, and I'm supposed to share it with this guy that I don't know him. I knew him like a friend. No, you understand, we are not close, we are not family, we are not. I sat there. One lady came and said, you're welcome home. I saw Dubai. I see the way I face the change. Welcome.
I can imagine those pompous ladies.
Those pompous ladies, they try to make you, you know, you should know that this. I said, okay, no issues. I slept there for like a week. But the thing was, the guy, I'll sleep down, then he will sleep up this way.
Yeah.
Someday, if he gets to watch this video, you will know your feet were smelling.
Oh my God.
So,
to more shoes. And he was working, right?
Yeah, he was working.
Okay,
so when he comes back, I don't know, not having proper time to take a shower, probably he will lie down. I will lie down. When they feel the smelling, I'm like, oh my God, I will get up again and I will.
No. There's one thing about wearing socks and shoes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you, especially during the summer.
Yes.
It gives you a particular odor on your feet.
Yeah.
If you don't really
take time to do the treatment with the salt water and all of that. You're right.
Yeah.
So, but they don't have time. They just rush home, need to sleep, and then get up and go.
Yeah.
So that was it. There were a whole lot of people in the room. I was looking straight. So everybody was coming and talking to me. Just relax. This is how Dubai is. When you get your job, you can get an accommodation. And then, so they were nice. Actually, the people in that place.
That's one thing about bed spaces, because I said in one of my videos, I said, you have people who are very nice there, like extremely nice. They cook food, they share with you. It's like brothers and sisters. Like I said in one of my videos that right now I live alone, right? And sometimes I'm just looking for someone I have to quarrel with.
Who took my thing?
I don't see it for my sanity, because living alone is very hard. But when you are living with those people, they share in your sadness, they share in your happiness, and that's what makes life actually. Yeah.
You're right. So I just had to accept the situation. And then I called my in-law. I told him, so this is the ghetto you were talking about. He said, yeah, but you know, you're going to be fine. Once you get a job, you can then move out, look for your place and all of that. I said, okay. But still, I did not tell him the situation I was living in that bed, because the guy told me not to tell him.
Okay.
That it was just temporary. But when it got too long.
Yeah, okay.
I was there for like almost 2 weeks. And then I was so uncomfortable at the moment, because I was uncomfortable.
Of course, you have to be, because you need to share a bed with someone you don't really know.
I said, I'm not doing this.
Exactly.
So my in-law called him and was like quarreling. If there was no place in that place, you would have gotten another place.
Yeah, definitely.
You shouldn't leave her like that and all of that. So immediately he arranged, and then I got a place.
In Jumeirah?
Still there in the best place. I was like in the up.
Oh, okay.
The up bed. I lived there. People used to think Mama Money. I lived in the bed space. Yeah.
Okay, so where exactly in Abu Hil? Because Abu Hil is like a general name.
Nah.
Is it in Makatan Hamdan, or is it in Hamria Big Mosque?
It was Hamria Big Mosque. No, I did not live there. There was this guy who just came he was looking for a job. He was very interesting freaks. So we used to go out together to look for jobs. We go out with our files and all of that. So one evening, he told me, he used to come in, Bangino, get up. You cannot stay like this. I see you're working hard, but we cannot just stay like this, Prepare your things, let's go out. Like, go to where? He said, let's go to where a lot of Cameroonians are. I was like, okay, fine. It will be good to meet other people.
Yeah.
Oh, when we went to Abu Hil now is not Abu Hil.
Yeah, because many people have left actually.
When I went there, I entered that place and I felt like it was like in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, I can put it like that. It was crazy. It was these bars that are not allowed, but not small, not like in a room, but actually a space like
squeezed.
Very big hall. Women were smoking, kissing, doing all sorts of things, drinking loud. I told my friend, look, if you don't take me out the next minute from here, then you're going to file a missing person, because I'm leaving. So from there, I just hated that Abu Hil. When somebody said I'm leaving Abu Hil, I said I'm not coming there. That's not a place that you come out here to struggle, to hustle, and then you are. Like, is this the hustling we are hustling?
Yeah, because the truth is, it's not, you can start there, because one of my guests said Abu Hil is good for starters, but when you start and you get that job, leave. It's not a good place for professionals.
I cannot even advise somebody to start there.
Yeah,
you understand. I cannot even there is Satwa there. Satwa is still okay. There are environments that are good, that you must not be subdued to some harsh conditions. You
definitely
understand? Abu Hil, the tendency is people who are made out of Abu Hil, I clap for them, but the percentage is very small.
I started in Abu Hil.
You started in Abu Hil?
Yes.
Bravo. Really? But you know, like, tendency is most people come in, they'll tell them, especially the ladies, those men that are already there, because people who are around there are people that are doing these kind of things and they're getting their quick money. And when you come in, they're not pushing you to get a job. It's just like, okay, if you see work for Bayam, tell me. They will never buy you that job.
Oh my God! Because the truth about that's one thing about Dubai actually. Yeah. When you come here with the mindset of buying job, you've already failed 50%.
Yes.
50%.
Exactly.
You are bound for failure. Yeah. Then the second thing is when you come here and you don't have a mind of your own.
That's another
part of failure. Yes. When you come, and then the third thing is when you come and you don't have someone that can guide you. That's another, because someone sat here and said, your success in the UAE or wherever you are as an immigrant, 60% goes to the person that receives you.
You're right.
Besides that, I have my own mindset, okay? Like I reason and think on my own.
On your own.
And when they told me I have to buy a job, I said, why should I buy a job when I can go for an interview and ace the interview?
Thank you.
So I cannot buy it. I've never bought a job in the UAE. And trust me when I tell you, I've worked with top notch. I apply on Indeed, apply on LinkedIn, apply on Google. Like I apply for my jobs chronologically. I go for my interview, I aced it, and I work. That's how it has always been with me.
What you're saying here, it's very powerful. Yeah. But I really think people should listen to
because I don't know. You cannot tell me about buying job. Why should I?
Yeah. That we will leave our country.
Yeah. Why should I? Because that's the mindset. Do the same thing here. Yeah, that's the mindset of people in Abu Hil, and it's extremely wrong.
Yeah.
Very wrong.
So they just sit. They'll be like, they're not seeing jobs because they're waiting to get a job to buy. And now they give the room for these boys or for these people to come and tell them, I have a job, give me this money. Yeah. And then they will not give. At the end of the day, they are calling everybody. It's but no, do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence.
Yeah, we'll get to that because there's a question for that you need to advise. Yeah, we'll get to that because see, we need. I said in the other video, I said we need a generational change.
Exactly.
Because some of us we blame UAE for everything but ourselves.
Thank you.
UAE is this, UAE is that, UAE is this. Have you ever learned a skill? If they say, okay, go to Excel and do a pivot table, would you know how to do a pivot table? There are various, okay, I made a video of the various places you can go and learn courses. Yeah. It's not even doing well. I made a video of how you can go to Indeed and search on jobs in the UAE. It's not even doing well. They don't even concentrate on that.
They will not click on
One of my friends said, we are always so good in vaping and dancing strange dances on the internet. That's what we
you're right, and it's sad. Even though we're talking and laughing, it's sad because at the end of the day they complain, like you said. And when you come to a place that they know that they have given these opportunities and people are coming and taking, and you're complaining, of course they'll take it away from you.
Definitely.
You cannot come and tell me I'm not good looking, I'm not beautiful, and then you ask me out, what do you want to do with me that I'm not beautiful?
Let's just keep it. There's a question for that.
Okay.
We'll dissect that part later on. Okay, on the next question, you just have to give me a vivid account of your experiences from when you arrived the UAE till date. That is the living conditions, the housing, the job hunts, the employment, the visa changes, and much more.
Okay.
So this is what I call the elephant, the elephant in the room question. Okay.
Okay.
So from the airport, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law made you a visa. You came over to the UAE. So just tell us from the airport what happened. How you were taken from one bed space. How was the accommodation? Did you queue in to have a bath? Because people do have a lot of complaints.
It's a whole lot.
And how you transitioned from the Abu Haim mentality to what you are today.
Thank you so much. That's a whole, like you said, is the elephant of the question.
Yes.
Because it's really vast. But I will try to make it, I'll try to summarize, but putting everything inside. When I came to the accommodation, I already made up my mind. Like you said, when you came, you had mine on your own. That was one instrument that I had. Because about guidance, I really did not have.
Okay.
You understand? But I knew that since I'm in this land, I will make it.
Definitely.
Exactly. So what I used to do, I was doing a lot of research, a lot of reading. But of course, I had this guy I told you took me to Abu Hil. He helped me out with my CVs.
Okay.
And then told me this because the CV format in Cameroon is different. So he said, this is how you do a CV.
And did you put your age, your marital status?
Your age,
I don't really
understand. Status. There are some jobs they'll not take if you're married.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some jobs they'll know that as a married woman.
Yeah, they will not take you, but is it really relevant? After over time, did you come to realize that
it's not
relevant.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because I stated it in my other video. I'm talking about job
It's
search.
not relevant. It can only be relevant when somebody says housewife. They need a housewife.
Yeah,
but
it's not relevant to be on your CV.
To be on the CV.
Because I see many of our CVs. I'm sorry to cut you short. You see a lot of irrelevant information on Africans, like West African CV.
Yeah.
Age, height. What are you doing with that? And you just tell someone, send me your CV, and they'll just go and take another person's CV.
Yeah.
And they
don't even know what is there. They'll not.
Honestly, they will not even change the telephone number. It's only after they realize, I do not change this person's telephone number. Like, seriously, what are we doing?
That is the laziness that I talk about.
Okay.
So this guy, he showed me how to do the CVs. This is how you do. You have to put your picture, and then put your all those stuff you're talking about, and then you make a summary and all of that. Put some experiences. So I told him, okay, then, because I had a mind on my own, I had told myself I'm going to get an insurance job in UAE, or I get a real estate.
Okay.
They were like, it was strange for them. You know, there are no Cameroonians coming. You go for the cleaning, you go for the nanny, you go for the whatever.
We are going to talk about that because some people, I've said it over and over in my videos, you just relegate yourself to the background, which is super poor. So poor.
I told them, no, I'm going to get an insurance job. I'm not making no cleaning CV. So I made an insurance CV and I wrote down, because my experience, I jotted down everything. Some, Google helped me out, you know, putting the right words and all of that together too. So I made a CV for insurance, I made a CV for general sales executive, and I made a CV for real estate.
Okay.
So I had 3 CVs that I was searching for a job. But those guys, they kept bashing me like,
of course they have to.
You should do this. They will bring some CVs. I said, I don't have a CV for this. I'm not doing this job. They will bring security. Everybody will be like, you have a good body structure to be security. I said, I'm not doing security. I was applying for my insurance. And they said, okay, Musa, you'll get work for Dubai now.
Yeah, that's the mentality.
You want to show say you're over there.
That's the mentality.
I said, no problem. But I will know they say. I was reading. So putting out CVs. So when I started getting interviews, I got a lot of interviews. The only problem I was facing with real estate, that time they were asking for RERA certificate. Okay. So they'll be like, okay, you need to get a RERA certificate. So to a point now, I discussed with my sisters back home. I was like, this is what I want and this is what they want. Yeah. So it's good I take this course. I take this, and then I get the certificate. So I was preparing on doing that, and then I got an interview for insurance. I got they called me for insurance. So I went to the interview. That guy, Mr. Kim, that was my first boss in the country. I went for the interview. He interviewed me, and he said, okay, no issues, we'll get back to you. So when I came, I was feeling very positive, and my friend, people around the house was asking like, how did it go? They said, they'll get back to me, but I believe this one is good. They said, that's how they always say in Dubai, don't forget. I said, this
negative mindset.
The negative mindset, oh Lord. I said, this one, I feel in my spirit that I'll get this job. Then they called me up for the second interview. I came, I met with one lady, and she said, Mr. Kim said she should talk to me, but from the way she's saying, I really don't have UAE experience. I said, ma, that experience is nothing. The important thing that I know that I have the passion, I have the zeal, and I know that I have what it takes to do it. So just tell me how I need to do it. Yeah, definitely. You understand? And I will do it. She said, okay, all right, I'll talk to Mr. Kim and then I'll get back to you. So on my way out, I met this receptionist there, the Filipino lady. She told me they have interviewed a lot of people in this position, but for me to be called the second time, it means they were going to give me the job. Yeah. So I should just wait. I waited like 3 days, and then he called me now and said, okay.
He gave you a job?
Yeah.
Okay. So it means you did not go for any visa change?
No, I didn't do visa change.
Have you ever done visa change for your 7 years in the UAE?
No.
Some people
but I did visa change. I did, let me just say that, but I did not go like visa change. What happened was I started working, because I got my job one month, 2 weeks to when I was in UAE. Okay. So when I worked for like a month, and during they wanted to process my visa, and the company's portal was blocked. Okay. So the boss told me that you have to go out. I have to go out. Okay. So they don't know when it's gonna. They don't know how long it's gonna take for it to be open. So it's best I should exit. So. And I was like, I cannot go back to Cameroon. He said, no, you have your employment. No, you have your employment already. You have your offer letter. I said, but I don't have a visa yet. He said, Nyanga, do you trust me? I said, sir, I do. But it's that you don't know where I'm coming from. I cannot go back to Cameroon. He said, this is an opportunity you should take. You've gotten a job already. You can go back, be with your family for a short time, and then you'll come back. It's not going to take time. We just don't want you to be in a situation where you get into overstay.
Yeah.
You know, overstay was a big deal. Nobody wants that. Yeah. So I said, okay, no issues. Then this guy came. He paid me. For just that period I was there. He paid me my full salary that they had promised. He gave me salary, gave me extra 1,000.
Okay, that was nice.
Yeah, then I had my ticket back because you know when you're coming with the visit, it's to and fro. So I had that ticket, so I fly. But I did not tell my family. I just told a friend of mine that I was coming, so I just went out with my friend. But that was when I had like my own stress. Because the visa took so long.
How many months?
5 months.
Oh my God.
5 months. At first I was just hiding for some time, and then when it delayed too much, my sister told me, come to Kumba, it's fine, it's okay. You do not kill anybody, you do not steal somebody's money to travel and all of that for you to be hiding and all of, you know, the perception will be like, you don't go for that Dubai, come back and all of that. You're
with
thinking,
nothing. Trust our Cameroonian people. Trust the Cameroonian people.
Yeah, so I went to my sister, we just sat, we kept praying, like whatever the delay has, you know, we should get it. And I got the visa.
Okay.
And then I came back.
All right.
My story is getting too long.
No, you have to talk. Just tell people, because there are some people that are really suffering. They're going through a lot, and they just need stories like this, so they will understand that they are not the only ones that are going through that road. Some people have been through worse days. I have someone that has begged.
Yes.
That has gone to Jumeirah.
When I came back, it was crazy. When I came back with nothing.
The person went to Jumeirah to beg, just to feed, just to go for visa change. So I'm telling these stories, or I'm meeting up with people to tell their stories, so that people should understand that sometimes it's not even about the country. It's about
us. It's about you. Everywhere, like if everywhere, it's not only in UAE. It's just that we can speak more of UAE because we've experienced it. You understand? But when I came back, it was not easy. Okay. When I came back, oh my God, I had no money. I've been in Cameroon for a long time, and all of that. So I came, lucky enough, I had one of my good friends. She helped me. I sleep with her then again in that small bed. You know, for a month before I worked, and then got salary now. I paid my bed, you know, sort out myself, and I started getting comfortable. And it did well. It was the work I was doing. It was not just, and it was sales on commission.
Commission based only?
No, when I came in, right, let me tell you, this is something very interesting. They had given me a salary of about 2,500 with commission. When I started working, the first month itself, the money I closed cases that if I were on commission only, I would have earned like 5,800. Okay. The first month. But I was paid my 2,500. Okay. And then I was just discussing with one of my colleagues, and then he was like, really, people who are working on salary are like lazy people. You know, because you will not really explore, they will not pay you much. So, for me, 2.5 is much money. I'm calculating now in CFR, 400,000. I'm like, okay, no, this is okay. So, but then when I asked him of their commission structure, he showed me, and I calculated like, okay, so this is the amount I would have made. I said, okay, fine. I went to my boss. I said, sir, I want to work on commission only.
That's a 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. He said, do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, because
you are new in UAE. Sometimes, younger, maybe you were just lucky this month to get. I said, sir, I'm not lucky. I worked in commission before. I say it's not about luck. I will work myself, and I want to be paid what.
That's determination. Yes. Yeah.
So he said, okay, in that case, I would like to say that I admire your courage. Yeah. I will pay you commission, but I'll still support you. Okay, perfect. That's a good guy. Yeah, he was great. He was great. Which nationality? He was a Canadian guy. Okay, he's perfect. He was a Canadian guy. He's my lawyer, actually. Yeah. So I took it off from there. I was, you know, going around every restriction they told me you could not do. Yeah. They'll say, you know how they are. They'll be like, ladies, you are a woman, you cannot just go out to prospect. I said, no, I will go to those industrial areas. I used to follow my colleagues out, male colleagues. I'll follow them. They were Indians. I will go with them. At first, they were refusing that I should not go. Follow, yeah. But then, when they started seeing the results they were getting when I followed them, they were like, okay, Nyanga, can we go? Okay. Because when I go there, I will just knock on every door. Me, I'm not scared so far as I know I'm going to make some money. So I'll just knock on every door, ask for cards, ask for their boss. I talk to people. And that's literally about it. Sales is all about talking to people. Yeah. Marketing yourself. The person that you're talking to don't see your I'm saying this, you know, because some people come in and they are scared of sales. Like, I cannot do this, I cannot do this. If you can talk, if you can open your mouth and talk, don't use it to gossip.
You know,
now it's difficult. I'm saying it. Now it's difficult. You know the new rules now?
I don't know.
You need to get money for your account, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, you need to show bank statement. You need to show a bank statement. You need to, before applying your visa, you need to have a degree.
Okay.
It means you have to be intelligent. You need to have some potentials. Because the thing is, when you come into the country, you people, they were allowed the doors and you were just coming in.
Yeah.
And you come in, you don't take the advantage to like, let me learn, let me study and evolve. You stay and you're complaining. You're making videos, you're bashing. The highest thing you do is drink beer and all of that in your bed spaces and in gandas, and you post the videos. And the country say, okay, since you say this place is not nice for you, we will help you
to make it hard.
To make it harder.
Yeah.
So you leave.
Yeah.
You understand? You leave. You cannot come into my house and you tell me it's dirty and you're still sitting.
Yeah.
Leave, man. That's what is happening right now. And again, people are crying.
Yes.
We are having serious issues with visas right now.